All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Ash this podcast. Oh dear God, get me through this. What's up, everyone? Um, so, and I've talked about this a little bit. With this whole new directors for Raw and SmackDown, bringing some hope, for others a lot of hope for for the WWE brand and what they're bringing to the television product for their audience. So I was very curious after I did my hashtag MLW Mondays that I so proudly do to support the MLW brand. Actually, after that, I recorded a Total Nonstop Impact podcast with my boys, which hopefully will be tonight. Crossing my fingers, nice and early. And after that, I decided to watch, which was pretty darn late, and I actually finished it this morning. I watched about an hour of it last night and finished off the last 2 hours breakfast. And oh my God. Okay. So everyone's talking about this big first, the explosion, the holy shit, and all that stuff. It started out hot. And it just drizzled from there. It was just a drizzling shits. What's absolutely destroying it, and I mean destroying it. What the hell happened to when we were putting on these half-hour long matches that were absolutely tearing up TV, even with the commercial breaks? Yeah, it sucked with the commercial breaks, but they were tearing it up. What's up, Ronnie? And what do we have now? I'll tell you what we have. In 3 hours of Raw, we had more wrestling on 1 hour of MLW TV last night on YouTube than we did the whole 3 hours of Raw. I could probably count the amount of minutes of wrestling on my fingers and toes that was really on Raw last night. And it pisses me off. And I didn't hear, I'm not sure, Ronnie. I don't know exactly what he had control of. I mean, you could see certain things on Raw that were like, ooh, that sounds a little edgy. That sounds like that was maybe from Heyman, excuse me. It's sad that, in my opinion, the most entertaining part of Raw was the introduction of Street Profits and their little gimmick backstage and their little goofiness and whatever. I like those guys. They're entertaining. I don't know if they're going to be a mainstay on Raw now, if that's a call-up. I have not heard yet. Jesse Cole says, I don't expect change till after SummerSlam, according to Off the Script podcast. I'm glad I don't watch Raw and SmackDown lately. I haven't either, but I was, and I'm going to watch SmackDown tonight. Absolutely cringing at the thought of doing it. At least it's not going to be 3 hours with, 5 minutes of wrestling. J Rock Freak says, people keep telling me how great Raw was last night, but I wasn't impressed, to be honest. Okay, yeah. The AJ turn coming a mile away, it was business as usual. I mean, I'm glad they finally stuck those guys back together. But when you add that segment up with a 2-minute match and then a 1-minute match before the commercial break, I was happy for Ricochet when he went to the WWE. That was his dream, okay? And I've said here, that was his dream that he wanted to get there. He's headlined 2 shows within the last few weeks, 2 weeks or whatever it's been. And I'm so proud of him, but damn. If I'm going to be watching matches with one of the most talented guys in wrestling and you're going to subject AJ Styles to 2-minute matches headlining Raw, to quote Corey Graves, holy shit, what are you doing? What are you doing? On a comical note, my wife actually thought that everything that happened at the start of Raw was real. Was it entertaining? Yeah, the sparks and the ahs and they were twitching and they had the far off camera angle because they didn't want to get too close to the action because it was dangerous. And that was entertaining. What killed that whole first section is let's replay what happened earlier in the evening that I don't know how many times I lost track after 5 replays. You completely killed the authenticity of that opening moment by doing it over and over and over and over and over and over. And we're going to look at it one more time. And then everybody throughout the show, I hope okay. Germany Christmas. I'm gonna check out SmackDown tonight. Yeah, and I want WWE to be better. I do. I desperately do. I still have a lot on this show. But if all you're gonna be giving me is 1 to 2 minute matches with all these stupid ass gimmicks and wrestling on the breaks, I would rather you have like the solid matches across 2 to 3 sets and then stick my wrestling up in the corner like this, which is annoying as shit, but at least you've got the continuous stuff going on. Oh my God. And I don't blame all this on Heyman. I don't. I'm not going to say, ooh, Heyman's killing Raw. No, I'm not blaming this on Heyman. But Vinnie Mac is destroying his own shit. It's unfreaking believable. Time is one thing money can't buy, right? So yeah, I just wanted a quick jump on here and give my thoughts on this new Paul Heyman. I might do the same for Raw tonight. We'll see. I don't know if I can stay awake through it. Well, like I said, if this is the format going forward, I'll stick to my 1 hour of solid MLW wrestling. Stick to my 2 hours of Impact Wrestling, and I can't wait for WoW to come back. So I can the WoW women of what do they call them? The WoW superheroes. Can't wait for that to come this fall. And I also can't wait for AEW. It's going to, you know, I don't even care at this point what the ratings are. But if the product continues like this, the fans who actually want to watch wrestling, they're going to know where to find it real freaking quick. Yeah, it's true, Jesse. It's true. It's true. All right. I wanted to spend about 10 minutes on this. I didn't want to drag this out for forever. That's my quick thoughts on last night's hot mess. It was just so sad. I was just shaking my head through the whole thing. My wife was like, "You're so cynical." And I'm like, I'm disappointed. Did it have some edgy moments? Yeah. And the Street Profits said, ooh, and a ha ha. And yeah, okay. Yeah, great. They're on there. Guess what, Street Profits? If you're going to be doing 1 to 2 minute matches, I hope you're excited. Cordell Walker, what is up? You made it. Well, I'm just wrapping it up, but you can and watch it. So yeah, if you're watching this after the fact, give me your thoughts. Are you excited about it? Did you actually like Raw last night? If you did, great. I'm gonna shit on you for your opinion, but this is mine and I'm sticking to it. We'll see you later tonight, folks. Take care.